What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we have more Kang gameplay in Labyrinth of Legends. And today we have none other than the mighty, unstoppable Juggernaut. Alright, so this was a very interesting, challenging fight. Let me try to get that off. And I was pretty skeptical at first because I was like, how is this going to happen? But then with the Wags pre-fight, it makes it significantly easier. So basically, his enigmatic ability is unstoppable passively on top of his normal unstoppable. So you're dealing with double unstoppable a lot. And he does have over 3 million health. Which seems to be most of the champions that we're picking to fight in Labyrinth of Legends, the tricky ones. So basically, the passive stun that Wags gives you, because Kang is a metal defender, it allows you to have enough of a duration to use your heavy attack, which is just one swipe up, and then that will get rid of the passive unstoppable buff that he gains. Now, the good thing about this fight for Kang is that he has a lot of defensive ability. So his block damage that he can take is extremely high. And I think I said that wrong. Let me actually go check right now. One moment, I am checking. His block proficiency, is 66.2%. So that means we can block a lot of hits and not take a ton of damage. Guardian has low 60s for his block proficiency, or at least mine does. Doom has 70% block proficiency. So I mean, numbers like that, those guys are tanks essentially. So basically we're going to power control with special 2 as much as possible. The special 1 would be useless because the limber, but the great thing about the Wags pre-fight is it bypasses that limber cap, so it doesn't really affect us. We can parry stun all day long and get off our heavy attacks. Other than that, it's a standard Juggernaut fight. You definitely want to allow his buff of the unstoppable armor to go away before you attack into him. Otherwise, you're probably going to be in for a rude awakening. But yeah, man, Kang is ramped up with the Apocalypse synergy. Again, I definitely would advise taking Apocalypse if you want to use Kang. He's very viable for Labyrinth of Legends. Also, Wags definitely helps out. I just pulled a 6-star White Magneto, which I'm getting ready to level up at some point. And I would advise you taking him as well, because he can make some of these more challenging fights a lot easier. I think this is the 4th LOL fight that I put out. I think I went against Agent Venom. I showed you guys how to tackle that one. Wags pre-fight would definitely help there. Venom could not shrug that off because it's passive. The Jane Foster fight, again, Wags just makes it easier. I don't think you have to have it there, but again, it definitely helps. Juggernaut, you're definitely going to need it here. I would say if you had to choose, I would definitely choose this as 1. And who else did we? I don't think you need it on Hulkbuster. I didn't use anything on Hulkbuster, so you don't need it for him. OGV or Vision, you don't need it on him either. But again, you just never know who you actually do need it on. But it's a huge asset in my opinion. So yeah, as you can see, he's going down. Some of the spacing was kind of off because he evaded for the special two. I wasn't trying to be unblockable there. I was actually trying to hit him, and he decks the first initial part of the beam. He did that twice, if you guys notice, so that put us still within range to not be unblockable. Had we stepped back at least one more, I think we would have been unblockable there. The spacing is kind of weird, but nonetheless, I hit into him instinctually there. That's why I'm laughing, because I am just so ready to attack a lot of the times that I literally have to tell myself to slow down and pay attention to the actual fight and what's actually happening. But I think instinct and reflex took over there. It seldomly happens, but I think I did it once or twice with the Jane Foster fight, where I'm constantly telling myself, and then just instinctually, my body will just act on its own accord. So that's why I started laughing. But he is into the second phase of the a labyrinth timer. So that means we're going to hit a little bit harder, which is good for us. The fight essentially stays the same. You already know what to do. You want to bait out his specials as much as possible. If you cannot get rid of him with your special 2, do not let him go to a special 3, and do as much damage as you possibly can. Kang hits really, really hard. Slow and patient fight this one is, but you can heavy spam. That's what I love about Kang. I've done it several times in this fight. You just got to pay attention and look for your openings, and then yeah, you can heavy spam. I think I get like 3 heavies off maximum, but yeah, it's really good because his heavies does a lot of damage. I think there's one part where I crit for like 30k 3 times. 30 plus K, that is, and yeah, that felt fantastic. I think it did it maybe once or twice. I can't be sure, but we're gonna watch this playback in its entirety. But yeah, he hits pretty hard in my opinion. Other than that, like I said, we can take all that punishment that Juggernaut has to offer because of our block proficiency. You can see that we're not taking much there. He could have comboed me. I don't know if it would have killed, but I would have came close to death there, so that wouldn't have been fun. Here we're almost, I think we're going to go for it, and yeah, we're going to take away all his health or power again. Now that we have him in the corner, there was one heavy, yeah, so there's a 30k, there's a 30k, so yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a time or two that I heavy spam him in the corner 3 times and he takes 30k plus each time. So yeah, he definitely is a beast in my opinion. But other than that, man, this was a relatively straightforward fight. You do have to follow this method if you want to solo. Again, a 5-star can do this, and a unduped rank 3 Kang can do this as well. So they can solo these fights. The timer will be significantly used because of the play style that you have to, but again, I'm definitely telling you that I believe that a 5-star, rank 5 of course, can do this fight. They're not going to have much time on the timer, and you will have to be fairly aggressive. You cannot be passive. A rank 3, you get a little bit more play time, and you get a little bit more damage. But yeah. You can take advantage of Juggernaut Special 2 like I did there. I don't normally do that very often, but if you're quick enough, you can take advantage of Special 2, especially if you're running a rank 3 or a rank 5. I would definitely advise you take advantage of that Special 2 where you can punish. Kang will get a nice little medium attack. Most of his medium attacks are around 15k, as you can see, but that's a rank 4. Some of them are 9K. That's cool too. I do not know the damage on a rank 3, but yeah, I would definitely take advantage. That time we didn't get very lucky on our heavies, but that's okay. We still did a good amount of damage. And the timer, again, he's down to 18%, guys. So he's in assassin's range, and we're not even halfway done with the second timer. So this is what I would base my logic off of for lower level Kangs, because I'm not like crushing it so much where you don't stand a chance to solo the fight. So that's why I say what I say. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this fight up here. We will solo the fight. And this was a fun fight. Honestly, I haven't done Labyrinth of Legend in so many years now at this point. I don't remember most of the fights. So they're like, hang on, I got to relearn the fight real quick. What's the pneumatic ability and all that stuff? And how can I tackle this fight? What's the best way to approach it? You know, all that stuff. So it's kind of still exciting in a way. And if it's useful to you guys, then that's another factor that I really appreciate, because I want to help you guys out. For the players who have not completed this content and who do have a Kang or a light Kang or whatever the case may be, hopefully this will give you an option. Now, the team that I'm running, again, the ones that I would say are essential, I would say would be Wags, the White Magneto, and Apocalypse. If you have room, then I would definitely highly advise you bring along War Machine. But if you can't, some of the fights, just know some of the fights will be super tricky, especially if you're running the path where you have to fight Agent Venom. That's going to be challenging. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it is going to be pretty challenging. Or like someone like Jane Foster, where you're going to take that shock damage or incinerate damage. So keep those things in mind. But yeah, Juggernaut is down. And yeah, man, it feels good. It feels real good. So we're going to have more Kang gameplay videos for you guys. That's the end of the clip. If you guys do like this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe and pass it on. You know, I don't know many people that play Kang. I know there are some now, but yeah, I don't know many people that do. So if you do appreciate Kang gameplay or just want to show a friend, that's much appreciated. And give us a follow on Twitch, our Twitch channel. I do stream on YouTube and Twitch, and so does Jabari. We have a vast array of games, and we're trying to obtain 1,000 subscribers for YouTube, and we're trying to acquire more followers for Twitch. So that being said, we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.